Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today in this video we're going to be taking a look at the infamous Bauer Agent Stick, which has been doing its rounds online. There's a lot of hype around the stick, so we wanted to give you a video about it. Now of course the video is roughly about a week late, apologies for that. I've been on holiday with the family, but I'm back now. And what I wanted to do in this video is first of all talk you through the tech that's in this stick, and then of course hand it over to Tommy so he can go into details about what he can actually feel on the ice and if it lives up to the hype that it's getting right now online. Now first things first, the main thing that you're going to be hearing about this stick is this new secret thing called boron. Now essentially, if you don't know what that is, it's a naturally occurring element. It's on the periodic table. It's at number 5 on the periodic table, which is why the agent has the number 5 in it instead of the letter E. But essentially what boron is, it's a naturally occurring element that can be found in the earth, in rocks, in soil, in oceans. It's also in organic life forms like plants. It's actually essential for life on Earth. But this substance or this element can be extracted and essentially turned into various different things because it can come in a lot of different forms. Now one of them of course is going to be boron fiber, which is what is incorporated into this stick. Now the term that you hear thrown around in hockey so much is aerospace tech. Now boron fiber is used in aerospace, satellites, jets, but how does it benefit us as players being incorporated into a hockey stick? Essentially, the reason it's used in so many different applications is because it has incredible compression strength. And a better way to say compression strength would be a material's ability to deal with pressure, or in other words, being squeezed and then unsqueezed without breaking. Now this is why it's used in so many different applications in the world. A lot of things you'll actually find in your house, fishing rods, particular types of glass, golf clubs. It's not a new secret substance. It's been around for a very long time and it's been used in lots of different things that you might not even be aware that it's being used in. Now essentially when we look at how the boron fiber has been incorporated into the construction of this stick, when you take a shot with your hockey stick, the outside section of the stick compresses or is being squeezed together, whereas the inside of the stick, the blade area where you're ripping the shots from, is flexing or stretching. Because boron has that high compression strength, it's essentially integrated into the outside stick area with the carbon fiber layering process that Bauer uses to construct their sticks. By doing this, you're essentially increasing the compression strength of the stick, helping to optimize its performance for a longer period of time, hopefully beefing up its durability, giving you a much better pop and release off of the stick for a longer duration of time. But more importantly, it's also going to be responsible, along with all of the other tech incorporated in this stick, some tech we've seen from other previous sticks that Bauer has created, like their Duraflex resin, etc. All of that stuff you can find on pretty much any website that sells these particular sticks or any Bauer sticks. But all of these technologies together is hopefully going to result in a better performing stick, a lighter stick, and a much more durable stick. It's important to mention because boron has that high compression strength, you'll actually only find the boron fiber on the back of the blade and also the back of the stick shaft, not on the front, because the front is where we want the stick to be able to flex, whereas the back is where it's going to be compressing and decompressing, so that's where the boron fibers are going to benefit the stick's construction and performance. But the other reason for this is because if it was featured throughout the entire structure of the stick, it would really alter the flex profile of the agent stick, and it would feel like something completely alien to us, even more so than it already will because of how the stick has been constructed. So I just wanted to kind of touch on all of the geeky tech stuff before we jump into the performance of how the stick is when you actually put it on the ice.
So today we looked at the Bauer Agent Stick. It was a much requested video. Chris was nagging on me to get some ice time so we could get this video done. In terms of the stick, I'm sure anyone that's had one or filled one, it's completely different to any other stick I've had or used. It just feels really weird in your hands. It's got this weird grip texture from here to here. It's extremely light, like lightest stick I've ever had in my hands. I mean, I use the Trigger 7 Pro at the minute. This compared to that is a joke. I think that this stick is very, very good for shooting on stride. So shooting while skating, catching that goalie off guard. But in terms of like a standstill, pick your spot, hard shot, it's not the best. I think it depends on what sort of player you are. If you're a player that's always on the move, doing those quick releases, then this is definitely a stick for you. Stick handling, once you get used to the feel of the stick, is actually really nice. It all just, you got to get used to it. It's a very different stick. I said to Chris, as soon as you get used to this, you're not going to want to use anything else because it is that different. I think it's where it's so light that it's so easy to just sort of stick handle with. Chris just mentioned some technology in the stick. To be honest, you don't feel any difference. It's just lighter. I say that all the time in our videos. It's just extremely light. It's a joke. The only one thing you really feel is the sort of, I mean, I don't know if you can see it or you might see it on the B-roll during the video, where the stick goes from grippy to not grippy. As soon as you slide your hand down, you feel it straight away. In terms of where I'd rank it, I'd put it maybe number 4 behind the FT5 Pro.
Any justification? Like, do you want to go into detail of why?
I think with my style of play, I do a bit of both. Sometimes I catch a goalie off guard on the move, sometimes it's a quick release, and sometimes I'm standing still in the slot and need a stick where I can pick my corner. So this stick, maybe not the best for me, but it's still a very nice stick. It's very light, it's very easy to shoot with, so that's why I'd put it at number 4. The release on this stick is just effortless. While you're on the move and you're skating, it's almost effortless to shoot. I mean, I'm sure you'll see it in the video. I put barely any effort into some of these shots and they were flying off. That's what makes this stick number 4, is the release. It is an absolute joke. Probably one of the best releases I've had on a stick. In terms of all the hype and all the money this stick's probably going to cost, like I said, I think it depends on your style of play. I think if you're one of them quick players that likes to catch a goalie off guard, get a quick shot off, then absolutely. But if you're one of them, say big D-man or forward that likes to stand in the slot and pick his corner, maybe not.
What was the consistency of this one like?
A bit like the sink. If you catch it, it's going. If you don't, it's shocking.
Okay, fair play. As always, guys, a big thank you for watching this video. If there's any other VS videos that you want us to create, make sure that you let us know in the comment section down below. And of course, a big thank you to Hockey Gear Sweden for making this video possible. If you want to pick up any gear in terms of sticks, skates, protective, any of that good stuff, there'll be a link down below in the video description to Hockey Gear in Sweden where you can pick it up. Big thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, notifications turned on so you're notified when we post a new video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.